My friends, what is going on? Wanted to jump in here and make a quick AMC update. Before we get started with the video, you guys know the deal. Nothing I'm giving you is financial advice. Everything is for educational purposes. That way you can become an awesome trader, an awesome investor, however you want to look at it. I just want you to make great decisions for yourself, your family, and your portfolio. I want you to take care of you. I don't want you to listen to me. I don't want you to listen to anybody else on the internet. I want you to have enough tools available to you that you can make great decisions. That's the only reason I ever even started posting. Before we jump into the video, I want to go over my pinned tweet. I recently lost one of my students, Jackson Mendoza. He was an awesome kiddo, full of love and light, and was just, man, taken way too soon. I started a GoFundMe for his family. It's going to end on Friday. I just checked. We're up to a little over $3,800 in that. Plus, I'm going to be matching the first 1,000 that was raised. So together, we're a little over $4,800. And I just want to say thank you. If you've shared it, if you've donated, if you've said a prayer for Jackson, my team is hurting right now. His family is hurting right now. And as much as there's times where I really can't stay in social media, there's been a lot of love and outpouring. And like I said, I just want to say thank you for that. There's still time to donate if you feel compelled to do so. I will also put the link in this YouTube video in the description. And like I said, you can also do it on Twitter. And if you haven't done so already, please follow me on Twitter, Colin_Gladman. Having said that, let's jump into the video. So we got in my opinion, long-legged doji candle today. Some people are calling it a dragonfly. My personal opinion is there's a long-legged doji candle. Now, I want to be super clear, just like we've talked about other candlestick patterns. Awesome candlestick patterns need awesome follow-through. We've had some days where we had great setups but haven't had a great follow-through. Now, what is important to remember when it comes to candlestick patterns is sometimes where they take place. Okay, and what I do really like about where this doji candle in particular is taking place, or what I like about it is where it takes place. So doji candles are more significant if they take place at uptrends or if they take place, especially significant uptrends or significant downtrends. And I think we can all agree we have been in a significant downtrend here recently. I mean, we're down, I think it's 50% since the top over here. Yeah, from the low today, 48%. Also, it's more significant if it's taking place on major support. And we can see that from the low over here on the macro on May the 11th, that we are definitely touching major support. We were slicing through the support earlier today, like I tweeted about earlier, and I talked about how the next major support was going to be around $8.50, and we got as low as $8.68, so 18 cents off. Please forgive me. What I like about it, though, is once we did start breaking through, so I personally would consider this to an extent a little bit of a false breakout, and I'll get to why in just a second, but what I was telling my Discord is what this candle really reminds me of is it reminds me of the last time we saw a similar pattern when it comes to AMC, and I made a complete video about how they need to trade this particular candle. So what it reminds me of is back over here in September. Now, nothing guarantees a similar result. So, but once this pattern happened, AMC went on a tear afterwards. It was like an 78% run afterwards over a period from August the 11th up to about September the 13th. Did really well in this time on AMC. And the reason that it reminds me of it is, number one, from the downtrend. So you've got, obviously this massive downtrend that it went through, with some relief bounces along the way. But what it also did is it made essentially, a double bottom. It happened right here at this major support. So it came down here on August the 4th, and then the very next day, pushed back up. Then bears really tried to push it down here. You got a big old bearish engulfing candle on increasing volume. The very next day, you got one of these long-legged dojis that the stock then decided to run. Okay. Now, if we go back over here, what are we getting right here? where is it happening? It's happening pretty much, kind of a significant double bottom. So right here, we had this big push down, and then on July the 27th, that led to the massive run up to $27. And now we've come all the way back down. So I'm at least looking for, once again, some short-term rallies. We've been holding this 901 support. In my video yesterday, I made the joke about it being the battle for 901, and we closed above it. So once again, it's because of all the major resistance and the major support, and that is going to be what makes it more significant, in my opinion. So when a trend line has acted as significant support and as significant resistance, it holds more weight as far as I'm concerned. I also tweeted about this earlier, but if you do not follow me on Twitter, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to turn on the visible range here. So I talked about this right here. So from the point of control, which in reality, most of retail has been involved in AMC since obviously kind of this pre-January run. And you can see where the point of control is. Let me just get rid of, yeah, I'm not sure which ones. Yeah, I don't have that. So the point of control from right in here is like $9.34. Okay, so we do want to be getting back above this line. If we do not get back above this line, we're going to be in trouble in a hurry and potential lower lows. So this doji candle is a 50-50 candle. Like I said, I want to be clear on that. So this is not a guaranteed upside pattern or anything along those lines. Just want to be as clear as I possibly can about that. But what I do like about it is I do like the fact that it's coming down here. It's testing both our our macro uptrend line that has happened since May the 12th. Like I said, this line right here has provided, this range, if you will, has provided good support since May the 12th. Okay, and here we are at the end of August, literally at the end of August. So for 3 months now, essentially, this has provided support. So the fact that we're getting a doji here, plus another level of confluence, is the fact that it's coming down here, where for 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, it also provided support. So I'd be looking for at least a short-term relief bounce. And then obviously the next big thing we got to get through is making sure we don't start forming a head and shoulders at $11.26. I also talked about in previous videos how, to me, that's so incredibly obvious. I don't think that that's going to happen, but we shall see. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. If we go over here to GME, once again, these stocks are just trading right alongside each other. GME is getting down here where it's provided support 1, 2, 3 times. So I would like to see a nice kickoff for GME back to the upside. It's pretty much just been trading right here in this downward channel. So both AMC and GME are at critical levels. They're at critical support. Last but not least, and I'll let you guys go, is right here. This is SPY and AMC right next to each other. So, pretty much from 11:45 today through the rest of the day, SPY was doing nothing but in a downtrend, while AMC from 11:45 and on, apples to apples, was in nothing but an uptrend. You look at that very last candle of the day, nothing but a big dump on SPY and a big pump on AMC. So could not be headed in more different directions, okay? And obviously you can see the volume. Now, typically that volume, that last candle is always going to be the biggest volume candle. You always got your biggest volume at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. So honestly, the volume's not too unsurprising, but this is the type of stuff that you want to see. So if we potentially have a bad day on SPY, it could potentially lead, this is a very micro view. I want to be clear of that, but it is nice to see that AMC doesn't necessarily need SPY to have a good day. So AMC pretty much recovered from midday on, where SPY dumped midday on. So that's another good thing that you want to see. So now obviously if we break this, downtrend right here, if we don't stay on top of 901 or anything like that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 days of support. We start breaking this, we start retesting it and get pushed down, and that's not going to be good. Okay. That's when we got to start potentially looking at lower lows and where our supports would be. Let me pull a fib right here, see if we're close to anything. So essentially, we're using the 707 as, we used it as support. Now we're actually using it a little bit as resistance. So it might take the 786. Dave Marino Jr. Talks about all the time how AMC loves those 786 retracements. So $8.31 definitely might be on the table, as well as the 0.85, where you can see right here, where that would also be a double bottom support. So we'll just have to wait and see. Tomorrow is big to me as far as confirmation, as far as, where are we, potentially going to see this thing going. Doji candles, I know this is where you get the, okay, you can go up, down, sideways. But doji candles can mark a period of consolidation. So if we kind of start, just sort of slowly bouncing on this trend line, but start curling up with it, that's going to be okay with me as well. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be looking for, my friends. Thank you for taking the time. Once again, please donate to Jackson's GoFundMe if that's something that is your cup of tea. If not, please share it. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Puts things into perspective, right? Like, I just think stock problems are my problems. No. It's BS. Losing a child, that's a real problem. So, like I said, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I'll see you in the next video. I'll put his GoFundMe in the description. And once again, you can find it pinned on my Twitter page. Much love, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.